So, another NBA basketball season coming right up. We're in the preseason, and I'm gonna be following close to my team, my favorite team I've ever since back in the D Wade days, or damn, I feel old. Anyway, uh, of course, the shirt kind of gives it away. But yeah, so I'm excited. Preseason, not a lot of people really care about it. I just wanted to talk about it because I watched the game live and give me a little bit of what to expect for later on down the road. Not gonna be talking much about like the starters because it's the starters. We did play against the Charlotte Hornets. We lost by 3 points, which it's fine. Preseason, and nothing to be worried about. But yeah, let's go on right now what I saw in the game. We'll break it down, and hopefully you'll find this kind of interesting. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, because most likely than not, people are gonna disagree because passionate about basketball, and I get it. Disclaimer: I know, analyst or however you want to say it. I'm just a fan, and whatever I see in the games and I see the stats, I just give my opinion. That's all there is to it. I just really like talking about this. With people, and hopefully you'll like to talk about it. Agree, disagree, it doesn't really matter. It's just basketball, and that's what we love, right? So, moving on. Not gonna talk about the starting five too much. That being said, I'm excited for my boy Nikola Jovic. He's in the starting five as a power forward. I'm actually already excited. Seeing his development slowly but surely, especially in the FIBA World Tournament with Serbia. I think it's FIBA. I keep forgetting the names, but yeah. So I'm excited. Good to see the young boy out there just getting his rotation. That being said, he will be competing that spot for against Haywood Highsmith and Jaime Jaquez to a certain extent. So yeah, I just really like what he's capable of and his development so far. He's a very young player. So moving on for that, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is, we all know who he is, what he's capable of. Moving on. Adebayo, we all know who he is. That being said, one thing I'm really excited I see in the game is his now extending his range to 3 pointers. I think he made like three of them, or something along those lines. I don't remember, but yeah, he made like three of them. Um, but yeah, no, that's or two of them, something like that. Yeah. So I'm very excited for him to develop that and be able to stretch the floor. Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Not gonna lie. So moving on for that, Alec Burks. He played last season with the New York Knicks, if I remember correctly. He's playing over Tyler Hero just because Tyler Hero is injured, not playing. Same with Jaime Jaquez and same with Jay Rich, Josh Richardson. Um, I like him so far a little bit what he's capable of doing. Just be aware that almost all the players here that I mentioned they play like 15 minutes at most, maybe like 17. With the exception of two people, Kevin Love only played like 7 minutes, and then Thomas Bryant played like also 7 minutes. So be aware. For obvious reason, if you've seen the game, watch whatever. Um, Terry Rozier, Terry Rozier, I had to give it time. He's coming back for a neck injury. He was doing some things in the court where it kind of made me raise my eyebrows. Kind of like, what are you doing? But I'm gonna give it time. He did come out in the last season after a trade. He's pretty sure he's still getting acquainted with how we work and everything. Again, neck injury, so gonna give it time. I'm just hopeful that later on it doesn't become like a Kyle Lowry 2.0 situation. Hopefully not. I don't think it will. Moving on, the second unit. So right off the bat, the thing that stood out for me is that second round pick that we got, Pio Larson from Sweden. I really liking what he's capable of. I'm like the little bit that I've seen so far. I really do like it. I was kind of surprised about. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but seeing him play, it was kind of like, oh, it kind of reminds me something like Jaquez last season, where he was kind of like plug and play kind of thing. A little bit more of a mature player. So I'm excited. I'm excited for him, honestly. I just see what he's capable of. Let me see on the second unit, and somebody that stood out for me. Highsmith. Again, I'm really looking forward to see how he develops as a three and D player, especially with the departure of Caleb Martin, where he was like they were kind of like competing for the rotation. Um, so I have to wait and see. excited though. Kind of excited to see because I've seen Highsmith slowly develop through the G League up to being a part of the rotation of the 15, part of the 15 for the roster. Drew Smith. Not a lot of people know about him. I get it. He's a two-way player, but I really like what I saw him for last season before he got his ACL injury because of the Cavaliers court. Really liking it. He's a very fundamental like point guard. He may be one of those players that become like a late bloomer kind of thing. So I'm hoping we slowly develop him and see what he's capable of. I'm actually excited for him. So I'm glad he's back from injury. He's playing. He's kind of recovered. Injuries are part of the game. They suck. I do know how that feels. So yeah, I'm actually excited for Drew Smith. Moving on, the other unit that came into play in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, which composed of like the two-way players undrafted and the other rookie, first round pick, Kelly Ware. Really like what he displayed out there, like 4 blocks, 2 steals. I think he had like 13 points or something like that. Trying to read from here because I can't remember like crap for sure. Yeah, 13 points. And yeah, so I really like what he's displaying on the court. He's very eager to prove himself. He can be a little bit impatient. I can see the potential of his defensive capability. He's just very eager and maybe like a little bit impatient, which part of being a rookie. But I'm really excited for him too. Another one that kind of stood up is Caleb Daniels for guard. 9 rebounds, was it? Yeah, 9 rebounds. That's wow. And that was kind of great. And a couple of like 3-pointers that were kind of like help with developing momentum for the team. I really like it. Josh Christopher is another one that I kind of like. To give it a little bit of time, in the fourth quarter, he kind of struggled a little bit with making the big shots. So I had to wait and see. I kind of like him, but I like more what I'm seeing from Johnson. I really like him. I had to wait and see what he has to show later on down the road. And that basically that's all I can talk about. I'm really excited for this season. The only bad things that I had to say is Kevin Love was kind of like a little bit out of it. I wasn't exactly sure what's going on. He wasn't himself. I don't know how to explain it, at least from what I'm seeing during the game. And then Thomas Bryant, I feel like he's still the weakest link in the team because I don't know. There's something about him when I see him in the court and playing. It's kind of like he seems like lost or confused or something along those lines. I don't know how to explain it. It also doesn't feel like he embraces fully the culture there in the Miami Heat, as we all known for, right? Not sure what's all that about. So I have to see this season how he develops and see if it still remains in the. Has a little bit more playing time, or if not, it's gonna be given to Kelaware, depending on how things go. And then that's basically it. And also just wanted to see what Jaquez, Tyler Hero, and Jay Rich when they come back to be playing games to see what they're gonna show out there in the court. But I'm excited. It's another NBA season. Miami Heat. The Eastern Conference has gotten stronger, so I'm wanting to see how things go, and just rooting for my team. And that's basically all I got. Just really excited. Again, disclaimer: I'm just a fan. I watch the games and I see the stats and I kind of give my opinion about things and agree or disagree. That's fine. We just love watching basketball, and that's basically it, right? So that's all I got. Next game is gonna be on Sunday, I guess. So I'm excited to see that, and then just gonna do another video, kind of break it down and just talk about it a little bit, because I really do enjoy the sport and also the team. So that's all I got. As always, stay safe, stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Sign out.